Hi everyone, I just want to talk to you a little bit about the importance of pelvic floor and core health. Whether you know who I am or not, my name is Whisper and I just got into doing a lot with the pelvic floor and the core within the last 2 years, recently experiencing pregnancy and birth for myself. It was something that I wanted to do as I was retraining my core back to full optimum health before getting back into my regular physical activity. I wanted to feel strong again. I wanted to make sure that things were working properly, and I wanted to feel just as good as I did before pregnancy. During that time, I experienced some pelvic floor or core dysfunction, which most people will through that time of your life. So it was something that I really wanted to focus on and be able to help others with going forward. That being said, pelvic floor dysfunction can happen whether you've been pregnant or not. It can happen with poor posture. It can happen if you've had injuries, illnesses, whether your pregnancy was good or if your birth went well. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's always great to retrain the core before going back into regular physical activity, or if you have a desk job and you sit all day and your posture is off. It's really important that we talk about making sure that you are working with your core muscles in synergy. So you have 4 core muscles that are extremely important to activate and get working together to reduce things like the pelvic pain or lower back pain, incontinence, prolapse, and making sure that the synergy of those core muscles can help reduce diastasis recti, which is the separation of the abdominal wall, and making sure that that's working properly when you're exercising is huge. One, if you're looking for more power and more strength with your movements, but again, so that you don't experience an injury down the road by not using those muscles properly when they've been weakened or stretched. There is a link between diastasis recti and pelvic floor dysfunction. So even though you may not be experiencing those symptoms currently, if you don't take care of your pelvic floor or your core right away, post injury or post birth, or if you're experiencing some pain or discomfort now, taking care of it and taking care of that contraction and making sure that you are really connecting your mind to those muscles when moving. It doesn't matter if it is during a workout or if it's just moving at home, doing your laundry, picking up your kids, doing your groceries. You can experience some core dysfunction at any moment, and I'd like to teach you how to connect the core 4 muscles together. So the core 4 muscles are your diaphragm, your pelvic floor, your transverse abdominals, and your multifidus that run up your back. So by breathing properly and linking the breath to your movements, you can really optimize the function of those muscles so that you don't ever have any sort of core dysfunction. And you can also repair or improve some of the core dysfunction that you've had. So whether you're experiencing pain now, or you're experiencing some of the dysfunctions of the pelvic floor now, or if you haven't experienced anything ever before, but you are looking to get pregnant, or you are currently pregnant or just postpartum, it's great to learn these tools and tricks going forward so that you can really optimize that connection through the synergy of those muscles and know how to do it properly when exercising and moving. Learning how to synergize those muscles can really help improve those things like poor posture or injury that you've had in your pelvis or your pelvic region. We will do a full assessment for you to find out what changes you need to make to improve your core and your pelvic floor function. We'll provide you with proper exercises. We'll help you retrain your core before going back to regular exercise. And we'd like to inform you on which exercises may not be suitable for you at this time. That's a pretty important key element to retraining the core, is not also then continuing to weaken it or continuing to put pressure on it. So you're not running right away postpartum, making sure things function properly, especially when you're in a plank position. If you have diastasis recti, making sure you're maintaining that tension when planking is super important as well. Crunches, increasing internal pressure out is never our goal. We want to make sure everything stays nice and tight. If you come to one of the workshops, we'll also talk about this great product, the Ab System. So it's just a system that you would wear around your midsection, because after the first 8 weeks, or in the first 8 weeks postpartum, you have some spontaneous healing. So wearing something that will allow those ab muscles to come back together can really improve the rate of healing that you may have postpartum. So we'll talk about how to use that, how to optimize again that healing process postpartum, so that you can get back to where you were prior to having a baby. So whatever route it is that you want to take to learn these exercises, we have 2 great ones that we offer right now. We have a core workshop coming up. We offer them regularly for people to take part in. It is very general information, so you don't have to be postpartum. You don't have to have ever had a baby. You can be thinking about having a baby. You could have had a baby 20 years ago, 30 years ago. It doesn't matter. You can also just not have that mind-body connection to your core, so you could be currently exercising, looking for the best results, looking for generally that tighter, flatter midsection, but not know how to turn on your core. That is something that we'll teach you in this class. Back pain is huge. Absolutely, one of the higher things that we experience when seeing clients here on a regular day basis, doing these exercises, learning how to breathe properly. They can really help those clients, or help you if you have back pain. So coming to one of the workshops to learn about that. Or if you know you have poor posture, or you are in a position each day for work that actually puts you in a poor postural at the keyboard or texting or driving, if you're putting yourself in that situation where your shoulders are rolled forward, or say you're tucking your tailbone under a lot, those things are things we'll talk about and show you how to reactivate the muscles and keep your posture good. So again, synergizing all the muscles in the body, making sure you can turn them on. If you can't make it to the workshop, you can definitely book a one-on-one assessment with myself or my partner who does the core workshop with me. Her name is Rachel, and she'll be happy to see you, especially if you are in the Tavistock area. She services some clients there as well, so that would be great for you to go and see her if you can't see me. Either one of those options would be awesome to start with, and they are right away. You can book right away for those. So go online or call the shop. Let us know if you can come in and see one of us. We can talk about any of the questions that you have. We'll do a full assessment on you to assess any of the dysfunctions you may be having currently and where to start going forward. I hope that that gives you a little bit of understanding about where you can go if you're concerned about your pelvic floor or core health, and that you book an appointment or you come to one of the workshops. It 100% changed the way that I feel today. So being 1 year postpartum, I never would feel this way if I didn't take these steps before going back into regular fitness, although it was extremely challenging for me to sort of restrain from those high intensity exercises that I so love to do. This really made an absolute world of a difference not to have any of those issues and make sure that I feel so good today. Please come. It is totally worth the money. I just hope to see you soon. Give me a call. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.